Hey everybody, and welcome to Tales from the Clinic. This is a new podcast hosted by Dr. Molly O'Banion and myself, Ashley, just a regular gal. The premise of this podcast is all things pets and veterinary medicine. Dr. Molly is here to do that part. I am here to make sure she's using words us regular people can understand. Each episode we will dive into different aspects of veterinary medicine, interesting cases seen at the clinic, and just general advice on pet ownership in hopes of educating and giving a glimpse into our world. So, let's get started. Hey everybody. Welcome to 2026, first podcast of the year. We hope you guys had an awesome holiday. We did. Tons of fun. We want to kind of get our feet back under us as we start this next season. And so instead of jumping into anything too serious, I wanted us to talk about something that Molly did during her time in vet school. She got to spend a summer, two summers studying in Africa. She got to, go to the safari.
That was crazy.
I can't with myself. She got to study for 2 summers in Africa, looking at the, I guess, what do you call them? Large animal exotics? Or just wildlife? Okay. But yeah, stayed out there, studied, worked in the field, and I just find it, what a cool experience. And so I kind of wanted her to delve into that with you guys. So I guess we'll just start from the beginning. Molly, was it a well-known thing offered by A&M? Is it through A&M?
Kind of. So I did 2 different tours for 2 different summers. The first one was like a professor-guided, I guess you could call it an externship, a study abroad. And it was during the summer in between my 2nd and 3rd year of vet school, I think. That sounds right.
It's been a long time.
And I went for 1 month ahead of the trip to do like a hunting thing, like a conservation hunting, which, okay, I'm not gonna argue about hunting, but the exotics hunting world is what pays for the conservation medicine in those countries. Yeah. So regardless of how you feel personally about hunting, we would not have as much conservation medicine capability without the money that the hunting tourists bring in.
Yeah.
There's my 2 cents. So I did the hunting trip for a week or 2, and then I did the course, which was another couple of weeks. So I was there a month or so. It was, and I don't know if they do this course anymore, but the people that created Wildlife Pharmaceuticals, which is one of the biggest wildlife pharmaceutical companies, his son ran the course for veterinary students. And we had like guides, and we had a veterinarian that was on staff that walked us through stuff and took us on calls and all sorts of fun things. And then the second time that I went was as a externship in my 4th year, and it wasn't through the school, but it was during one of their courses. Mm-hmm. Not one of the school's courses, but one of the Africa program's courses.
Gotcha.
And I was the only student there. Everybody else was veterinarians.
Well, that's kind of fun. You had to, I guess, step up and prove yourself.
Yeah, it was kind of like a continued education event for them. And for me, it was an externship.
Nice. How do you feel like you did?
Oh, I'm the boss.
Oh, are you? So was there, I guess it probably sounds like a dumb question, but was there a list of like, today we're working on lions, today we're working on rhinos? It was just whatever needed help?
Pops up. So they offered a veterinary service for the game owners in the area. And whatever called that day is what we would go on. They did have like planned lectures about anesthetic drugs and capture myopathy and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But in between the lectures, we never knew what type of species we'd be working on. Gotcha. Keep things fresh.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. It does seem like and I'll try and get pictures for you guys and get them onto our Instagram, but it seemed like you saw quite a few different species.
Yes, we did a lot.
Yeah.
We did a lot. And we did things that weren't even native to Africa sometimes, which was fun. Because there's a zoo nearby.
Oh, okay.
And so in the zoo, we castrated wolves. They don't have those in Africa, at least not in South Africa. And then we did a dental cleaning on a tiger. That's not from Africa.
I actually never knew about the zoo part.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Yeah. So like in between the elephants and tigers and lions and giraffes.
And bears? Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah, I was trying not to. Because we did not do bears there. We did wolves and tigers.
Huh.
I mean, we did a whole bunch of like African hoofstock species too, but everybody for some reason likes the carnivores better.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Because they're scary.
Cute little kitty cat.
No, him's not cute. The one lion that we worked on was 26 years old. He was in captivity. He wasn't a zoo, but he was like a personally owned lion. And he had really bad arthritis. So we had to dart him and give him joint injections. 'Twas crazy.
Just once? Or is that...
I mean, they do it regularly. He might be dead now. I don't know. They do it regularly, but we were there for one of the sessions.
Could he possibly still... He'd be like in his late 30s.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He
could barely move around.
Oh, that's sad.
Like watching him get up from anesthesia, I kind of hurt.
Ow.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah. I mean, he was ancient.
Yeah. And, I mean, he wouldn't have made it in the wild, though.
No. He'd have been gone.
So we do that for 2 summers.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. One summer trip and then one externship that happened to be in the summer.
Gotcha. Okay. And whenever you did that, did you have any interest in pursuing it after graduation? Like, oh, it would be cool to go specifically, I guess, those veterinarians, they either work at zoos or they live out. There's one guy that I follow that is like wildlife here in Texas, and he has to like, take a quick little helicopter trip to the middle of nowhere to work on a hoofed thing.
Is his name Sam?
I think so.
He was one of my classmates.
I bet that's how I first got turned on to him.
Probably.
His stuff is so cool to watch.
Yeah, he has fun.
Yeah.
His dad actually used to own a practice, and he started working there, and I think he took it over, and then I don't know how he got started in the exotics world on his own, but he's been rocking. He's had a lot of really fun calls.
Yeah.
Sam Wilkerson.
Check out his...
Look him up.
He's super cool. Like, you get to see like him riding in the helicopter.
He has his pilot's license, so he flies himself.
That's so fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get a pilot's license? Oh, okay. I don't know where we'd be going, but...
I don't want to die today. Not today.
So yeah, did you have any interest in anything like that? Or were you pretty like, I love the dogs and the cats, but this is a cool experience?
Pusha. A lion is a cat.
Pusha. You just blanked my brain saying that.
I mean, I imagined myself like working in Africa as a vet, and like that's fun to think about, but in reality I knew I was coming back home. But I also wanted to offer exotic services at home.
Right.
So I used it as a learning experience and then tailored it to my real life.
I getcha.
But if I could go back, I'd totally go back. I'm leaving tomorrow. See y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No more podcast. Oh, wait. Or I can come with you
Yeah.
I'll be your microphone carrier.
Come with me, and then you can just follow me around and do the things and stuff.
Just don't let me touch anything.
Why? They're asleep.
I mean, I'll touch like the animal and pet it, but I don't want to medically help with anything.
No, you're not allowed to.
Thank
you're really bad at
goodness.
it.
So you were saying that you learned things there that you're able to kind of tailor to work here. Was there anything that you learned there that has like really made things applicable? Like, I don't know about like anesthesia. I'm assuming they all have to be darted down for anesthesia. You can't do a mask on their face.
No. Yeah, it's all dart stuff, which I use my dart gun now. Like, I have one, and I learned how to use it there. I don't use it on lions anymore.
We use it on longhorns.
We never know. But cattle with people that don't have chutes, or the cattle don't want to run through the chutes, I'll use it on them.
Yeah.
I learned a bunch about anesthesia during there, and anesthesia in wildlife can be comparable to anesthesia in large animal. A lot of the drugs are the same.
Okay.
The mixtures and the dosages might be different, and there's different like side effects that we have to worry about in the captive wildlife, but it's the same general idea.
Okay.
if you will. And then I've worked on some exotic species since I've been back,
Yeah.
like since I've been in my career.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So there, it's not useless information. We
Yeah.
also we worked on crocodiles while we were in Africa. When me and myself is we.
Uh-oh.
While I was in Africa, I worked on crocodiles, and a crocodile is a reptile, and reptiles are reptiles. So that was helpful.
And birds are birds.
Birds are reptiles.
I forgot about this.
I will go soapbox again if you would like me to.
Nope. New year, new you.
I disagree, but no one cares.
I was gonna send you this meme I saw the other day, and it was of a furry T-Rex, but then it also had the body of like basically a seal. They're like, you can't prove that it wasn't
My
also
gosh.
fat.
Do you know the dinosaur exhibit in Houston shows like depicts its T-Rex with feathers going down their back now?
I do remember. You
I
directed your
understand.
children in a different direction.
I
of the
did. I
museum.
understand that they're trying to draw connections and they're finding new evidence to change things, and I'm all about change. But for some reason, when you put giant ostrich feathers down the back of the T-Rex, it makes the T-Rex way less scary.
That's fair.
And you're ruining every Jurassic Park movie ever. And Chris Evans would be sad.
And we can't have Chris Evans sad.
We can't. He's so pretty when he's happy.
He's so pretty when he's happy. Any other stories you can think of? You've got an amazing picture with an elephant.
His name was Timbo.
Timbo.
Timbo. He was at an elephant sanctuary. We did not dart him. He was nice.
Y'all were just hanging out,
We were
visiting.
friends. Yeah, so we went to the elephant sanctuary and they brought out some of their nice ones and we were able to, Timbo would lay down on command. So they laid Timbo down and we were able to like feel his feet and look in his ears and look in his eyes and look at his mouth and like do all of these things as if we were doing a physical exam, but he was completely awake and staring at us.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was kind of intimidating at first, but then it was super cool. And we took pictures with Timbo, and the picture that I have with Timbo, I'm standing underneath his front legs, and he has his trunk up in the air. I mean, every day was an adventure, so I have months worth of stories, but two of my favorite. Okay, so we were doing Cape buffalo.
Okay.
And we were moving them, so they were being sold, I believe. And we had to dart 5 of them and move them to a different facility. And when we were darting them, we were also vaccinating them and treating them for ticks and all sorts of other fun things. I know that you personally haven't ever darted a Cape buffalo.
I have not.
Or
How'd you know?
moved a Cape buffalo.
No.
But they're like cows, but they'll kill you faster. And they're gigantic.
Like bison? Gigantic?
Bigger than bison.
Oh, wow.
Like, we had this truck that had a crane, and we had to, like, roll the buffalo onto a big old tarp, and it took 10 men to roll. Like, we had men that came with us to do the heavy lifting, and then they brought the crane over it, and we connected the tarp to the crane, and the crane picked the buffalo up and put it in the truck.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. They're like
5 of them. You had
5
to
of
repeat
them.
the process every time.
I'm pretty sure it was 5.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So when we're going to the buffalo, right? We pulled up into the like the driveway of the place, and then we had to walk out into the
buffalo's driveway.
Yeah, buffalo's driveway where they, go places.
Do buffalo things.
And then there was this fence that we had to go past, and then we had to go find the herd. So when we're finding the herd, we're with the guide that works there. And we find the buffalo, and they're in this big open field, and he's like, perfect, this will be easy because we don't have to, like, chase them through the woods, right?
Right.
But he's like, also, don't go anywhere on your own because I saw leopard prints behind us. But I don't know where it is, but they're fresh. And we were like, awesome, where is leopard? And he goes, well, it's probably in a tree watching us. But if you go off on your own, you might become a snack. If you stay together, it's not going to mess with you.
Oh.
So we worked all day on these buffalo. Like, it wasn't a fast process. It took a long time. And the whole time, this leopard is watching us.
Oh my gosh.
And if you went bathroom in the woods, you had to take a buddy. It was super fun. I never actually saw the leopard, but when we were on our way back, around the place that we saw the footprints, we did find scat.
That's crazy. Did anyone in the group see it?
Mm-mm.
That's normal, though.
The guides didn't even see it. They just knew that it was there from the
Yeah.
The hints that it left behind.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So I didn't see a leopard, but the leopard saw me.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
He
it
said,
did.
looking good, baby girl.
Yeah, it said, I'll leave that one alone. She's destined for greatness.
That's exactly what
That's what it was
happened.
thinking.
Okay, one more story. Give me one more.
One more.
One
Okay,
more.
so we had a call. I'm pretty sure it was in Kruger National Park, which is like one of the biggest national parks in Africa.
Okay.
Which, fun story, this is a side story, but I also think it's really cool. Elephants, everybody knows that elephants are smart, but you don't understand how smart. So Kruger National Park goes up South Africa, the country, and then
Mhm.
it goes into, I believe, Mozambique. So like it's split in between two countries.
Okay.
And there was a fence line so that nothing could cross.
Mhm.
Mozambique has been in a civil war for like 60 or 70 years. I don't know if it's still going on, but when I was there, it was still going on.
Yeah.
And they're on the north border. And we saw like refugees coming across the border with their cars loaded down. Like it was pretty intense.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the elephants in Kruger, they themselves probably never had any impact from the war, but their parents and their grandparents
Mhm.
had been in Mozambique at some point before the fence was put up, and they have a bunch of minefields like right across the border.
Oh.
And so these elephants were destroying Kruger. They were tearing it up and tearing all the vegetation up, and all of the hoofstock were dying because they didn't have enough to eat. So they opened that fence line up so that the elephants could migrate like they're supposed to naturally do, so that they could give the vegetation a rest on the south side.
Yeah.
The elephants walked up to the border, like where the fence was,
Mhm.
stopped at the edge of a known minefield, turned around, and came back.
Oh.
And they never personally were affected by the minefield.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, they took the fence down for nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because
I guess
the elephants
there's
just came right back.
the elephants. Are they? They're probably just still.
Yeah.
Either take the mines out or.
It's super funny. So, elephants are genius.
Yeah.
And they communicate in depth with each other.
Yeah.
Even though we don't understand how. So, baby elephant in Kruger has a poacher trap caught on its foot.
Aw.
Yes. So we get this call. So we go in, and it's a baby. Like, it's a baby. And we have to separate the mom and the older sister from the baby so we can sedate the baby and treat its foot.
That's really dangerous, isn't it?
Yes. And you don't want to sedate the mom and the older sister for no reason, because every time you sedate them, you do put them in a level of danger.
Okay.
So what we did is we were in the helicopter and we darted the baby. I wasn't in the helicopter, I was in the trucks waiting. So the people in the helicopter darted the baby, and then the helicopter pushed the mom and the sister away from the baby with the helicopter. And then us in the trucks came in and treated the baby, while the mom and the sister were actively pissed that we were treating said baby and trying to get back to us, and the only thing keeping them away from us was the helicopter.
That sounds like an action movie.
It was crazy. And the guides were like, y'all have to hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go, go, go. She's coming. She's going to run us down. And like, if an elephant, like if you're messing with an elephant's baby,
Yeah.
like she's coming for you. They're
She's coming for
very,
blood.
very protective.
Yeah.
And those little trucks that we were in would have had no chance.
That's
Because
amazing.
we were in like Ford Ranger type trucks. Like, like these weren't heavy duty King Rangers. Like,
Wow. Okay, so is that top of your list of blood pumping moments?
it was kind of intense. It was kind of nuts. We were all safe. She did not get to us, but we worked really fast.
Yeah. Also, very kudos to the helicopter pilot. That's got to be some skills to be able to do that.
Because it wasn't just the mom; it was two of them. It was the mom and the sister, and they were large.
Yeah.
And they were pissed.
Yeah. That's crazy.
They're called bush pilots, and bush pilots as a career is actually one of the most dangerous jobs that you can do in conservation medicine. I read a statistic one time that something like 50 to 60% of them will get in a crash sometime in their career.
Oh, wow.
Because they're doing things like that with the elephants. Like, you have to fly super, super low over the, like, just over the tree line, and you have to, like, dodge in and out.
Yeah.
And it's totally sketch.
That sounds awful and sickening.
It's totally sketch.
Oh man. Well, if I hear more stories, I'm just gonna start recording you. But
Okay. They'll come out eventually.
that's true. We can always revisit Africa.
The crocodiles, they were doing drug testing on them, like they were research crocodiles.
Oh,
Yeah,
testing
research
to see if they
crocodiles.
were partying.
Well, because we don't understand reptile medicine as good as we should because their metabolism is so different. And some of the
Oh,
pain meds that are really, really common in our mammalian species and even in our avian species, which apparently aren't their own species anymore, but we'll talk about that later again, I'm sure. Their own kingdom. They are their own species. But even the pain meds that we understand in birds don't work for reptiles the same, which makes our lives really challenging. So in the crocodiles, we were giving them not a muscle relaxer, but it was like a succinylcholine. So it's like a drug that makes them paralyzed, but they're not asleep.
oh, okay.
They're awake and they're looking at you and they're hissing at you, but they can't move any of their musculature except for the important ones like the diaphragm and the heart.
Man, I don't know if I would trust the drug to do what it's doing.
Right. And they were like testing the efficacy
So you're waiting to see how long it takes to wear off, and you have to be
and seeing
close.
the level of paralysis and monitoring their vitals. We were on top of them and they were full grown crocodiles.
Nope.
And we didn't dart them with a gun, we pole darted them.
Nope. Nope.
'Twas scary. But, fun fact, all of a crocodile and an alligator, same, all of a crocodile's bite strength is in the closure. They have little to no strength in opening of their jaw.
Oh yeah. That's what the Steve Irwins of the worlds
Right.
do to.
So if you put like a thick rubber band around their snoot, they
Mhm.
can't open their mouth.
Interesting.
We duct taped it.
I would. Yeah.
But like they couldn't like once you so you pole darted them, which is like a stick with a syringe at the end, and you go ding, ding, and the syringe goes and then they go night night, but not night night. They're still looking deep into your soul. And then we got on top of them
God.
and we had to jump on their mouth in case the drug wasn't working well. Like this. And grab their mouth and hold it tight. And then while we were holding it, other people were running around duct taping. And you just held on real tight. It was fine. Which, for the record, the drug worked really well.
Yeah, but what if who discovered that it worked?
Well, it's a drug that we've used in mammals
Yeah.
for a while. It's actually kind of a horrible drug because
It sounds a little scary.
they know everything that's happening. They just can't move.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, we weren't hurting them,
Yeah.
but they probably had opinions.
Yeah. But could you imagine, like, surgically, if you think it's under anesthesia? Sorry, I'm going to take
Well,
this real dark.
the whole idea is that you're not doing surgery on them.
Don't do surgery on them.
Not unless they're fully under anesthesia.
Yeah.
This is not anesthesia, it's just a paralysis.
Ugh.
But if you have to paralyze them in order to treat a wound or whatever, you can do local blocks on stuff and achieve things.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, technically, it's safer as long as you don't overdose and stop their heart. It's technically safer than putting them under anesthesia
Yeah. I see what you mean.
because their cardiovascular
Yeah.
system doesn't.
Change.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very interesting that the drug will paralyze everything except the heart and lungs.
It will if you do high enough doses.
Yeah, I guess someone had to discover that.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Finding that perfect little sandwich.
The muscle types are different.
Oh.
Skeletal muscle versus smooth muscle. They have different calcium chains.
Oh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They look different under microscopes. And
That-
all of the things. Also, when you're dissecting them, they look grossly different.
Yeah. Interesting. My world possibilities are just percolating in my head now. But we're going to leave it at that. Let me
go
percolate.
research on crocodiles.
No, honestly, the difference between skeletal muscle and smooth muscle, I didn't even think. I don't know. There's just.
Your heart and your bicep are very different.
Well, I knew they did different things. One keeps me alive, and one Shows off how strong I am.
Yeah, but like they're different. Welcome to Physiology and Anatomy.
This is nuts.
Whoa!
Oh, man.
We're here talking about Africa, and she's more blown away that there's different types of muscle.
I am, aren't I?
Back in the day, you know how you hear those, like, sorry, getting dark again. Do you know how you hear those stories about people that were like, they thought they were dead, but they weren't, and so they came back from life?
Oh, yeah.
Or to life, not from life. They came back to life, and they consider it like a miracle or whatever. Like in ancient Egypt and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Succinylcholine.
I was going to say, that's what that sounds like.
Because it's a natural derivative from some sort of plant or something.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to, like...
No, so people would, like, drug them with it.
Oh.
And then they would think they're dead, and then they would...
bury them alive. Whoa.
Whoa.
That sounds like an old mystery thriller.
It was not magic. It was...
yeah.
Toxin.
Assassination by plant.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, they have all those movies now, too, where like, somebody wants to get in somewhere or do something, so they take it, and then it brings your heart rate and stuff down so low that they look dead.
Yeah.
And then they're like, just kidding, and they jump off the table, and they just run and do whatever nonsense shenanigans.
Dee-da-ba-doo-boop-boop. That's my James Bond noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Same.
Nonsense shenanigans.
I'm still stuck on this muscle thing. We're going to wrap this up so I can go do some research, because I'm blown away. Don't forget, I went to school for coloring. So this is awesome.
This is so cool.
So, but yeah, that was a fun kickoff to 2026. We are going to start jumping into more specific episodes. Thank you guys for suggestions. I think I've got 10 that came in at least.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
In the email?
Facebook, email.
Oh, beautiful. Keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming, guys.
We want to please the public.
Yeah. With muscles. I'll show you my biceps. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.
You don't have biceps. Make good incisions.
Thank you for joining us on Tales from the Clinic. Again, we are your hosts, Dr. Molly and regular Ashley. For more insider scoops into the vet med life and pet ownership, hit that subscribe button for updates on new episodes, and of course, share our channel to spread the word. Check the podcast notes below to see how you can get in contact with us. You can find all of Dr. Molly's affordable pet healthcare clinics on social media as well. Thanks again, and talk soon.